All right, who's the joke at the end of the day? I don't think we need to elaborate on that. We'd leave it to you to decide on those statements. However, there is, of course, the other political compulsion that we are also tracking. Nalin, what I want to know from you is that what is up with Mamata Banerjee? Because BJP leaders are openly making statements to Mamata Banerjee. They are hoping, they are pleading to Mamata Banerjee to maintain her stance, to not back down and withdraw support. Are lines of communication open with Mamata Banerjee right now?
Just before I come to Mamata Banerjee and the story that you're asking me on, I want to make one more comment on Mr. Shinde's remark, because we had that reaction. I think you must not also forget the fact that he will be part of the core group of the Congress party. And one wonder, and other senior ministers.
Yes.
Because this is the top 4 ministers of the country.
Okay.
So therefore, I think, it's a very, very serious issue, and it just can't be brushed under the carpet as a joke.
Okay.
On your second question, I think Mrs. Banerjee has made her stand clear about the TMC, and they have been consistently opposing from within the cabinet, as also as a member of the UPA, the FDI issue. So one wonders and sees that it seems to be a government at war with itself.
Is the BJP talking to her?
Well, I mean, as far as I think you must understand that Miss Banerjee is a very senior leader, and she was part of the NDA. She's with the UPA, and I think it's her individual decision what she decides, but she's been consistently pro-people, and she's been consistent on her opposition on issues that we are also opposing. So I think the factors here, it's not about the BJP or the TMC, it's about the people of India and how they are suffering under this government, and she will not take it lying down.
Okay, Nirja, you made it very clear. Let's not actually take any bets on this. Naren was also of the opinion. What are you picking up from your sources? Clearly, at this point of time, there is obviously thinking that is going on. Is this Tuesday meeting just going through the motions? We already know what is going to happen, or something unpredictable just might unfold? This is Mamta after all.
Look, I think it also depends on the government. Suppose they decide to cut the price of diesel, say by 1 rupee, 2 rupee, as a kind of a sop to Mamta to placate her and the other allies. I don't know whether that is an option that is before them at the moment. But Mamta will not go back, having taken such a tough stand, and on an issue like prices, on which she is held very, very firm.
Yes, but she's been embarrassed with the presidential issue as well before this.
Well,
would she land up being embarrassed again? She doesn't seem to work an exit strategy in her demands.
That is true, but on this one, I think, as far as FDI in retail is concerned, and on diesel prices going up, which will have a cascading effect on prices all around, I think it will be much more difficult, because she has to contend with the left.
Yes.
And the left has taken a very hard position. They are not going to bend down on this also. But very interesting that the Shiv Sena is not going to join this All India stir that the BJP is launching on this issue. Now there's a breaking of ranks here. Somewhere I feel somewhere the Congress has taken a calculated risk and may have done its homework and gone in for multi-brand retail FDI in it, thinking it's also going to divide the opposition, because the Akalis are in favor, and Shiv Sena also now is taking a very nuanced position.
Okay.
So are we going to
one quick word.
I want to say, are we going to see, because corporate India is happy, are we going to see corporate India behind the scene influence political parties as they did on the question
one line, quick line, Shiv Sena not being in part of this?
I think we need to be very clear about it, that the decision on FDI, if you look at the national map of India, you'll find that there is opposition from the majority states, and opposition for which the Congress has to contend with.
Shiv Sena,
I'm coming. The opposition from is not only from within the cabinet, it's also from, say, Oomen Chandy, the Chief Minister, Congress Chief Minister of Kerala. Regarding the Shiv Sena, they are an ally. They have been one of our oldest allies. They are in the NDA, and I don't think you can ever wildly imagine that the Shiv Sena and the Congress are going to be on the same side on an issue.
But they're not with your side either on this one.
They may have a nuanced position, but the NDA, there's no indication of that as such. The NDA has clearly come out on the 20th. There's a rally. So these are nuances that you may want to look at, but I don't see any possibility of that.
Okay, Naren and Nirja, thanks for joining us here.